All right, so we're already seated here, ready to bring you the most trendiest stories for this week. And I already told you that we're going to be talking about Mercy Chinwo and her former boss. I already have Nino seated here together with Dr. Paul. So let's just say hello to them. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for coming.
Welcome.
I hope we'll be seeing more of you.
I don't know where I've been, and this is the first time I've covered on this.
I know, right?
It's fine.
I know,
It's
right?
fine.
So since it's the first, it won't be the last.
No problem.
All right, so right away, let's get to. I know there was a time you were managing artists. Now, somewhere last week, we woke up and there was a whole story about Messi. And for some of us, we're wondering, is it Messi, the Messi we all know? And then when you read the story, I mean, people will always take sides. It was about her manager and she feeling she was being cheated and all of that. Then this week, she also brings her side of the story. And everyone is like, well, some people are like, Messi, we are sorry. Others are like, I still stand with Mr. Easy and all of that. First of all, let me ask, should this be happening in the body of Christ?
let me greet all your viewers,
Sure.
and I'm happy to be on the show. As to whether it should be happy in the body of Christ, it will be difficult to regulate what happens in the body of Christ because we are humans. And some of these things happen around humans.
But we should be the examples.
Yes, we should be the examples, but we are still humans, so it will still happen in the body of Christ.
Okay.
Especially when we have to agree to disagree. Listen, a contract was signed. And I believe that from the onset of the contract signing, I think a year or two, there were issues.
Yeah.
It's just now that you have all heard the issues.
Exactly.
But from 2019, according to Mercy's account, there were issues.
Yeah.
So I think at that point in time, probably they should have started the triggering some of the clauses in the contract, resolutions and all of that. But maybe for any reason, Mercy decided that, okay, I'm getting the fame, let me continue.
Probably too. She wasn't considering because of the fame.
And that's what I'm saying. And maybe Izzy too was considering that I'm getting the money, let me continue.
Maybe she also considered the fact that she's a Christian and some of the things, like you say, Christian, let bygones be bygones. We can still move on. So like you're saying, why should this be happening?
That's the biggest problem we have in the Christendom.
In fact, I wanted to ask, is silence really golden here?
No, forget silence in this issue. Because one of the people I learned artist management from Christianess, he'll tell you that every time you give a fee, you take an artist from class 1 to class 2, that's when the issues happen. That is when no, it's true. That's when, and I've seen it before. That is when he gets all his family members come around and tell you that we are you meet me. But the time that he was at class 1, nursery 1, nobody said
but because also say that Messi, I mean Nigerian Idol, she won that, and so she was already getting there.
Oh,
that's what people say.
She won Nigerian Idol, I think, a year or two.
A year or two, so she was already in the
She had a
public
recording
domain.
contract. What happened? The best she could do after Nigerian Idol was that movie, Yvonne Nelson's movie she shot.
Yes, with
you
Majid.
understand? Yes,
Yeah.
but you see, I don't want to take sides. But I've listened to Mercy's issue, and I knew this issue was going to blow out because I know I have some contacts with Mercy, and we've had some conversations around this for a while, including the contract and all of that. Which, if you ask me, I think that some of the things that are related to the contract, artist management wise, didn't go wrong. Didn't go right.
Well.
Right.
And when you look at the history of Izzy, he's worked with a lot of Nigerian artists, and he didn't spend more than 2 years.
Why?
Even Nathaniel Bassey.
Why?
So why Messi?
The question is
Even
why?
Nathaniel
If it's
Bassey,
Nathaniel
Yo
Bassey
Diddy,
makes us
all of them.
understand
No.
that he doesn't
It's
like
not about
Nathaniel.
you being the star. It's not about the star.
But
It's about
Messi is bringing more money.
No, but
Because
Yo Diddy
it's a
brought some
business,
money.
and
Nathaniel Bassey
irrespective.
brought some money.
Yeah.
Samsung brought some money. Frank Idris brought some money. You know.
So could we also say that probably Messi was so humble to stay with him and accommodate everything? Because when you look at Messi's video, it looks like she's been bottling up for so long and she's been quiet and she wasn't even saying anything. Even when these whole things started, she wasn't even saying anything until she felt like, no, it is becoming too much. Let people hear my side of the story.
Because the other people signed a shorter contract. Messi was his backup artist. He was part of the backup vocals. So you saw that, me back, I got that. Who call PIWC, me back bra.
Yeah.
The Messi to sign a 5-year contract, which I think was too much. But she still signed it. But, every fact, you see, I don't consider Izzy a kingdom investor is a businessman.
He's a businessman.
That's what
I like that clarity you're bringing.
Yeah.
Because for you to say that the 5 years, give me 12 more years. Because you're making money. You're making money.
Yeah, the business is
doing well. And when you look at the independent audit reports, my brother, there was money. And every investor will say, let's continue. You understand? Every investor will say, let's continue. Yeah. So I don't. You see, you're not a kingdom investor. So when you come out and you say that, I get a little worried.
Yeah.
You are just a businessman, which is fine. We need businessmen. Those days that we were selling cassettes and CDs, despite Big Ben, we were investing in Obapa Christie and all of that and making their monies, which is fine. Cibex and all of that. So just be clear. However, I just think that there were a lot of shady things around the contracts that has brought all of this, including changing the 2017 to the 2019, changing some of the clauses. I think that's what has brought all of this. However, if you had asked me whether we should promote some of these contracts, I think we should promote it. I just think that we should do it with a little bit of more professionalism.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bring lawyers. Bring you can bring church people as witnesses, but bring more forthcoming professional witnesses to view some of these clauses. And
I have a question in mind. Okay. I don't know if I can bring it up.
Sure.
Because I'm asking that at what point, when you look at Mercy's whole story, at what point as an artist, as a gospel artist, should you tolerate or continue with your manager for so long when you know that things are not going well, especially when you know there is some abuse, some form of emotional abuse, and you are still in it, you are still doing the business or still in the ministry with the management? At what point, even though the contract says 2 years, 5 years?
No, but every contract has a release clause. Contracts are contracts, but every contract has a release clause. So the release clause can state that, before the 5 years, if you want to leave, this, that.
I think
so you can trigger the release clause. That's why you need a lawyer. So that you can put all those, because you can't sign a contract that will kill you after the 5 years.
I think Mercy's mistake is she didn't take her time to even go through the contracts. She didn't even have a copy according to.
It is not only Mercy. I know a lot of people.
Why would you sign something you haven't gone through?
Yeah, because they want fame.
Exactly. No, when you're coming up,
your life.
Hey, do you know fame? Do you know the body we are talking about?
No, because I just don't. Later, I think she was on stage once and she was like, to the upcoming artists, if you ever are going to sign a contract, read it. And I'm like,
forget the stage. Have you watched her video, My Confidence?
Yes.
You see the video?
Yes.
It depicted the whole story. That's why
I started suspecting them. And I'm like, why this video? In fact, I suspected something at that point. But I was like, well, maybe she was just trying to pass a message, because on stage also she did the same thing. But it's just sad. But do you think marriage had an effect on all of this? Like marriage maybe played a role?
Maybe that was God's way out for her, probably, I could say.
Because when I read the comment section, some people were like, after she got married, now she knows she needs a different
but
manager.
the contract ended legally.
Yes. But you know, people will always talk. They are assuming it's the husband who is influencing her to actually
influence. I feel it's a positive influence. I'm your husband, and in as much as you're doing your business, I'm still part of you. The two shall become one.
Don't think about husbands managing artists.
As a matter of principle, it will be difficult to manage a female gospel artist.
Really? Why?
As a matter of principle,
maybe probably that explains
because of this husband thing.
Okay.
Because you take all your decisions, and it's changed in the bedroom. Yes, because you take all your decisions and it's changing the bedroom. And most of the times, some of these works we do, we work in the evening with the artist.
Yeah.
All night.
Yeah.
Go deep into the night, 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Then your husband calls, where are you? I'm in Friday, 1 a.m. Saturday, 10 p.m. Where are you? I'm in, hey, so dear. They are forming perceptions and all of that. So I've seen a lot of them fail. And I'm yet to see someone who's married, managing a married woman, succeed in gospel space. Maybe someone should tell me. The best the person can do is a road manager.
Road manager.
And as a messenger. But to be an artist manager, you see, and when their husbands manage them, they are successful.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But others too may say,
PCS.
Do
you understand?
Yeah.
So it got to a time I said, okay, their husband should manage them. You see, but their husbands, the thing is that their husbands seek professional help.
That's another question we should look at.
Yes,
another time.
Yeah,
who should really manage? Yes, that's another topic.
Leave their husbands to manage them.
But sometimes,
see, at the end of the day, sometimes because they are not married, you get them there. Then they like them a situation.
Yeah.
The husband comes in, then he wants to see every CD, every dollar, do you get my point?
Yeah.
Then it becomes, but you sign a contract, you have to, and at that time you've got in front of God. Who are you? You submit to the husband.
Yeah, some more. Well, I wanted to ask you this: are you still managing some artists? Are you still managing some artists?
I don't manage any artists, but I do work with some artists in other roles. I do PR for Joe. I do some promotional elements for other artists. If you contract me for promotion, I'll help you promote your song.
Promotion underline.
Yes.
So what if you recognize the talent? Who is the prospect? So what would you do with the talent?
You know why?
Oh,
we need your experience.
Why?
I think I've been doing this for a while. I think well over 15 years. I started just I think I did just 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
I went to Akese like 8 years and I did private music.
Wow.
I think that it gets to a time where you say, okay, it's fine. I mean,
why you there? Are you sure? Are you sure that's the why?
I think it gets to that time.
Maybe her next management may be a female. Who knows?
Hey. No, but the truth of the whole thing too is that it's time consuming.
Okay.
You need a lot of time to get someone up there, and I don't think I have a lot of strength to do that.
Time to do that, okay.
We're a TV, so explanation.
Imagine off-air explanation. All right, so back to Mercy. What would you advise an up-and-coming artist who is desperate? Of course, like you said, when they are signing the contracts, they don't really check, they don't read the contracts and all of that. What would you advise an up-and-coming artist?
You see, if you have a contract, I've seen some people are trying to sign contracts and all of that. First of all, run it through a lawyer, and don't let the lawyer alone read it. Let the lawyer explain to you. Let the lawyer make you understand what he means by royalties are assigned to him for a period or are shared by a certain percentage for a period. Let the lawyer make you understand what he means by revenue share of this. Let the lawyer make you understand his responsibilities, your responsibilities. It's just not reading. Some of these legal things, you can't read them like a storybook. You need to understand what you're reading and look at yourself in the next 5 years and say, okay, I'm not okay. And I mentioned release clauses.
Yeah.
Let those release clauses state what you have to do when you want to leave. Point 1, point 2, point 3. If you have to pay some money to the person, let all those state, these release clauses state. Then finally, if you are comfortable, you can sign. However, I will say here that, it's very, in these times of music, it's very difficult to sign a 360 contract, like the Mercy contract.
Okay.
Because the world is now advanced to a stage that you can do everything 360 wise. So I'm saying that every investor, if every investor wants to sign a 360 contract, I'll tell you it's not too much feasible. So as the artist, you need to learn a lot of things.
Okay.
As at 2009, Jomete was learning YouTube. There was a YouTube session in Accra, I think at Alisa Hotel or so. They came to Ghana when they were trying to. Jomete was sitting in the class. I was there. I said, what are you doing here? You're an artist. You live here for money there. But he was there, seated there. So as an artist, I employ you to understand some of these things. And I think in 2014 or 13, when Apple Music became more prominent in Ghana, he was one of the few people who started Apple Music because he started learning about it. Those times, if you don't get some number of streams, you pay. And he was paying.
Wow.
You understand? So you need to understand some of these things. So when you understand it well, OBCC will be home from day one.
Okay.
So you have the access to your own back room and all of that, and you can monitor it yourself.
Okay.
Interesting.
We are wrapping up, and I'm coming to put you on the spot. So, do you stand with Mercy or you stand with
You mean doctor, not me?
Oh no, you start.
You
no,
stand.
I've been talking for the last 10 minutes.
Who do you stand with?
For me, from where I'm sitting, I'll go with Messi.
You stand with Messi.
Because
Why?
from where I'm sitting, I'm not coming from them. Yeah. From where I'm sitting and as talent, because I'm also equally a talent, even though I'm not doing music. So I'm just thinking, if somebody should be managing me, will I subject myself to such torture? And would you want to temper with the contract? And how long will I have to deal with it and all that? But of course, the fame is sweet. You'd want it. You want somebody to help you. But having said that, please, if you want to manage me, it doesn't mean that what I've said.
But you say you are a talent. What do you do?
Oh yeah, I act. Yes, I act. Yes. So yeah.
That people got it. They are dangerous and
those ones are dangerous.
Because we go and do some work, you don't see. All you see that because the musicians there, but always do call an instrumentalist. They say, manager, I frame how. But this people, like how she says, acting. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All you see is on YouTube. They are dangerous.
You know, who do you stand with? Messi or Mr. Easy
My confidence is in you. Messi is my friend. Messi is my friend.
Yeah, I know.
So who do you want to ask me?
I'm asking you.
I think that yes, I boldly stand with Messi because I know the issues from both sides, and I've gone beyond the two of them to listen to other people in Nigeria and see some other things. So I seriously stand with Messi. Yes, I'm an artist manager, but this time, for the first time, I'm supporting the artists. Especially, like I told you, he's managed a lot of artists, and none of them is saying something good.
Yes.
You understand, and all of that. So I boldly stand with Messi. She's an amazing artist. I strongly believe she's going to come out stronger out of this, and she's going to be a global phenomenon after this.
Okay.
She's still.
Thank you so much for coming. We are wrapping up. But here's what I have to say. I mean, when it comes to the body of Christ, I get sad when I see these things because we have to look like
Madam,
Jesus.
see, hold on.
We have to look. Wait. You know, you're done talking. It's my turn to talk. So wait.
Are you a pan?
Wait. We're all talking. So you're done talking.
No, you're not a pan.
Wait.
Don't be sad.
Because at the end of the day, the first thing that hit me from Mr. Easy concept was that you sing about Jesus, but you're nothing like him. That broke me. I'm like, why would you say that? Because we all want to be like Jesus. And then you say this about this artist that we all admire and all of that. It broke my heart. It made me sad.
No, but I said the same about GDK.
We didn't have enough time to even talk about the other artists.
That is why GDK says You see, that is what he tries to use so that you walk away.
Yeah. Just walk away sometimes. Anyway, body of Christ, let's do better. And maybe you should
No. Is the body of Christ?
All of us.
Oh, is he? For that time, I've been calling him. I'm not getting him.
You're not calling.
He's not
enough, or
I've been calling. I've been calling him. He's not. I'm not getting him.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why I've spoken to outside. But I've spoken to people around Easy. But Easy himself, I've not spoken.
We'll be praying for both of them. We want both of them to recover.
I pray they'll be fine. But Easy is a businessman, so
that's kingdom. That's
that part. He knew that that statement you made. Mention again. That statement.
The one I said hit me.
Yes.
You sing about Jesus, but you're nothing like him.
When he was entering the business deal, he didn't know they were singing about Jesus. Now that
question for Mr. Easy. All right, guys, let's get back to the studio and bring you more. We are still here, and it's still Christian Trends, your most edifying gospel-based entertainment show.